Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. I don't know why I'm now stumbling over that. I really shouldn't be. Anyway, let us continue, shall we? What we'll do first is try and find the signal. Ward's access corridor. Where the bloody hell is that? Ward's markets? No. Wouldn't we? Sure, CSEC. Let's have a look. You know what? I'm probably just going to leave the Ward's access corridor until I can find it myself. I'm going to probably have a section where I just jump around the place, doing things myself. But anyway, whatever.
Hello, Commander.
Hello. I
Show
need
me
supplies.
what you got.
Hit me
Sounds
with your
good.
best shot.
Just let me set you up. Well, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
No problem.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Oh, I definitely will, hopefully, maybe. Depending on how good it is. Oh, the Reaper 3. That's coincidentally named, isn't it? The assault gun, light Quarian armor, pistol, Omni-tool, biotic implant. Yeah, it's not really any better than what we got. Yeah. None of this is particularly better. That pistol is nice though. I'm not gonna lie, but there is this Stinger 6, so I would hope it is. But yeah, I'll just be shuffling along then. Seem to say you basically got absolutely nothing for me, but whatever. It's all good-ish. To docking bay, yes. We need to requisition ourselves a starship.
How can you fight your own people, Rex? There aren't that many of you left.
Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
I'm sorry about that, and the line's cool. I just wish it wasn't just triggered by anyone asking Rex why kill people. I wish it was triggered solely by, I don't know, just something like another question other than why would you kill your own people? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, hey there guys. Can you take me to get a ship, because I've not got a ship.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
The ship! Yay!
She's quick and quiet.
Just wander
and
off
you know
with
the
it.
crew.
Quick, run!
Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What
There
was I
wasn't any
supposed to say?
point.
I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it. I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me
Understandable.
later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
What kind
yeah.
of leads do we have?
Saren's
Got
gone.
anything on him? No?
Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The Conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the Conduit is before he does.
Maybe. Anyway, come on, don't just say Paragate. Thank you. What about
The
Reapers?
Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the Conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the Conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Indeed. Let us go,
I'll
shall
stop
we?
him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch
I
Benezia,
love the guitar
other
noise
voice
that just
that
goes on when
recording.
you do Renegade
She
option.
has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but
anyway.
it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Yeah, I'll start there.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
Yeah, get out of my way.
Your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
I really wanted to be an
Glad to hear
arsehole
it,
towards him,
Commander.
but still.
Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre.
Oh, shove it.
I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
I'm not a fan of Adina. He's looking out for his own back, but I'm still not a fan of him.
Yes, Commander?
You okay?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing.
You can
But
get
you're
command
the
of
one who
another
can
ship.
stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard.
Become an
If that
admiral?
means I have to step aside, so be it.
Ferris.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact.
Yeah, it's
The
actually
colony tried to
reasonably
build on what the
intact, the
Protheans
whole
left
thing in
behind.
general.
We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What about the Artemis
What do you
Tau
know about the
cluster?
Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
The world with the Prothean ruins. Interesting.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
Indeed.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
Something went wrong.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
He was smart. You needed a diversion.
Yeah,
This went
but-
way beyond a simple diversion, Commander. The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived.
Wow.
There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Anyway,
I
we'll
should
see you
go.
around then.
I'll be here if you need anything.
So Artemis Tau cluster is probably the first place I'm going to go, just so I get as many people as possible. And I can think of what to do with them. Get them the right
Stand
equipment,
by,
etc.
shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Yes.
I heard what happened with Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
I'm ready.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Yeah, let's keep it short.
Crew, this is Commander Shepard.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit.
None of the other species has the guts, grit, or balls to deal with this.
So it's up to us. We're the only ones who can stop Saren. I swear to you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain would be proud.
Wow.
The captain's not
My
here.
alien
I'm in
crewman
charge
was
now,
really
Joker,
pissed
and
off.
Time's wasting. Get this bird in the air.
Yes, ma'am.
We were just an arsehole there. We even just completely dismissed our new alien allies, just like, we're the only ones with the balls to do this. Hoorah, humanity, hoorah. Like, seriously, come on. Oh, anyway.
Commander.
Hey there.
Something you need?
Ship status.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I can't have you on this ship if you're going to infect my crew.
Infect the crew? Oh man, you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander.
Can
Put
you
the
use Mass
Normandy in my
Effect
hands and I'll
fields
make
to
them dance for you.
lighten
Just
the
don't
mass
ask
of
me
your
to
body?
get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure.
I've never
Classify
understood
my
how
case as
people
moderate to severe.
that can fly
I was
like
born
a
with over a dozen fractures,
just
hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already
keyboard,
breaking in the womb.
essentially.
100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
That sounds massively sarcastic, but okay.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
No, seriously though, why aren't you got a Mass Effect field that lightens the load of your body? I would assume that would be a thing. You wouldn't even need that much of a charge, just a bit lighter would be of ease. Anyway, whatever. Hey there, Nav.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Come on, give me a Paragon and Renegade. There we
We're
go.
all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
He's just
It's
stated
not
that a
that,
couple of
Commander.
seconds ago. Oh, whatever.
Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop it. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity.
Yeah.
Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
That's cool.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. Those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate.
Well,
Of course, the
obviously.
only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on,
Indeed.
Presley.
Anyway, see you
Yes,
around.
ma'am.
In the meantime, what's back here, if anything? Nothing? That's cool. Where else should we go? I'm probably just going to be speaking to the crew the rest of this episode, so if people don't want to see that, then feel free to skip. Otherwise, hope you enjoy. Hello there, Caden. What's wrong? Headaches again?
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we
Well,
were on the
yeah.
scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
Not only that, but if we
Thoughts?
did arrive there earlier, we
I've
may have
wasted
just gotten
enough of your time
destroyed.
for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Cool.
We'll talk
See ya.
another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Like seriously, it could have just went horribly wrong if we arrived earlier. Just saying. 'Cause that ship was massive. Seriously, ship is oof. Impressive in size, to say the least. I think everyone's downstairs really, apart from Chakwas here. Oh, we can just
Yes,
replenish
Commander?
Medi-Gel. Oh.
Is there something you need?
Kidding?
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I've never
we've
worked with
already-
him. Tends to
yeah,
keep to
the main-
himself, though.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
But yeah, I should probably just use Medi-Gel whatever then, because I didn't know that replenished it. Why did I think that there was no way of replenishing it quickly and easily? Huh. Okay. Guess it just didn't come down here that often. Oh well. Anyway. Hey there, Garrus.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander.
No problem.
I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
You knew?
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like.
Oh?
Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
Yeah.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit
That makes
because you didn't
sense.
like the way they do things.
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
It's not the end of the world. You'll have tougher decisions soon enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you're
Foreshadowing and a half.
Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
I would just have a look at the Mako, I guess. Hey Ash. What do you want to talk
Commander?
about, you space racist? How are we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
We never trained to fight synthetics. The Geth haven't gone beyond the veil
Yeah.
in 3 centuries.
They kind of hit hard and
Our
fast and
training's
then run away.
supposed to make us able to adapt. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties
Yes,
squared away.
yes,
I
fine.
wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Goodbye.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Righty. Hey Rex.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
I'm
What's
just
your
curious
story,
about you.
Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard.
Oh? I thought it did, kind of.
I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Indeed. Genophage.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want.
For a moment, I thought the audio file got lost again.
All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far.
Oh.
Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
Yeah.
Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
What about the extinction?
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they
but they can also, you know,
We're
grow.
not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Well, see you around.
Shepard.
I mean, what they could have done if they hadn't been infected, obviously, is just spread out slowly. Just spreading themselves out as mercenaries.
Your ship's
but
amazing,
yeah.
Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
I don't like the idea of aliens
Oh wow,
studying the architecture
that's
of
not what I was.
ships.
Oh.
We're on the same side
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
My people have more
relax,
reason
Shep.
to hate the Geth than anyone, remember? But you can't blame me for being a little excited. I never dreamed I'd get a chance to travel on a ship as advanced as the Normandy.
So you're into
I had no
ships?
idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian.
Yeah,
The migrant
pretty
fleet
much.
is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource.
It's basically your only resource.
But we
It's
don't
like
have
land,
anything like this.
essentially.
We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly.
Yeah, that's
We've
all
tried
that
to
really
make
matters.
ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel.
Can be difficult, though, I
But
can
some
understand.
things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell us about the pilgrimage,
I wanna know
anyway,
more about the
on that
pilgrimage.
subject.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship
Indeed.
wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a
Oh.
pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the
Grr.
flotilla and our families behind us.
I never
We
actually
only
knew they
return once we have found
went to
something
different
of
ships.
value
That'll probably be
we
why
can
their
bring
ship
back
name
to
is
the
in
fleet.
the
This is presented as a gift
title,
to the
as a
captain
surname,
of the
essentially.
respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society.
Oh. Okay.
Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Okay, well,
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
the Quarians
Tell me about
themselves.
your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla.
Oh, I'm actually
and
mildly
each of
surprised
us
how
relies
large
on the others
they
for
are.
survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child.
Oh.
If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point.
Having only one
Of
child would
course,
actually
we also
decrease the
can't
population,
allow our
though.
numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In
Like, you have to have
cases of
at least two
population
people
decline,
between two people
incentives are even offered to
born
encourage multiple births.
to maintain
Though the
thingy.
Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
Conclave?
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
You're democratic?
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts.
Oh,
It's a
interesting.
safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Fascinating. Tell us about the Geth, then.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost
Sorry
3
about that, the cat's
centuries
just going
since they
mental.
drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Tell me.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and
Because
stop
at the time it wasn't illegal.
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Why did they turn on you?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I can understand, but what will the counter say? Come on, Renegade.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation.
Well, not
We
really.
knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You're the ones who started the war. The Geth were just fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution.
Not
By
really.
acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated.
Which means most of them were peaceful.
Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Wow.
You got what you deserved.
We made a mistake when
Renegade
we
options at the wrong times.
But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
You didn't give them a real good first impression.
Yeah.
You really think things would be any different if we waited for them to act first? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Well, see you later.
See you later.
But nah, seriously, if you just, like, didn't so aggressively attack...
Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Ambassador Udina made me take her along.
Normally I don't have anything nice to say about politicians, but he made a good call on this. However, I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
No, I want to
Fill
hear
me
about
in
the
on
stealth
the
system.
IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up. Unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give
Around the outer hull, I believe.
Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
So we're invisible.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
You can look outside.
Visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space.
Yeah,
Most
but
vessels
LiDAR.
rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture the sinks.
Right.
As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Oh, okay.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Still a larger ship that's actually designed for full-on combat, though.
Aye, aye.
So, you know. After all, the Normandy is a stealth frigate. She's not really designed for frontline combat, while cruisers are essentially designed for frontline combat, as far as I know. Oh, so why is there an X over here? Oh, X's are points of interest. God damn it, space. Remember that. Anyway, let's go shopping.
Looking for supplies?
Yes.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Hit me with your best shot. It's a better pistol. It's also a better sniper rifle. And let's be honest, we've only been using sniper rifles so far. Look, I got that perk for a reason. The Hammer 1. Nothing we can get right now is really that worth it. So I guess we'll get rid of some of our other stuff that's not so useful. Like these. Common cell value. I don't think we need that. Medical interface 2 we'll keep, might be quite useful. The Banshee. Well, we'll keep the Banshee. Give it to Garrus, probably. Anyway, off we go. Also, I'm going to sneeze, I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. Just thought I'd mute the microphone. But just stating why I wasn't talking. But anyway, I am actually going to leave there, because that's pretty much a good time. And I think next episode we're essentially going to go and pick up or talk to Liara T'Soni. So, until then, all the best, and I hope you enjoyed. Why did you give me a codex? Whatever. Anyway, until next time, all the best, and I hope you enjoyed.